What a play after play after play.
And there it is. And she is taking over. He's got a lot of room to run.
The greatest conference in the country is showing out tonight, gentlemen.
Wow.
Home run.
That's number 1 on SportsCenter right there.
Daquan Davis into the paint, and he puts it in for a 2-point lead. Your WCAC champions. Thanks for being with us on this amazing Friday afternoon in the midst of a WCAC basketball season. We're behalf of St. John's, the WCAC First Amendment Sports. I'm Ken Meringolo. He's Kevin Ricca.
Oh, I'm pumped to be here today, Ken. This is 2 national powerhouses going at it in our nation's capital. Let's have some fun.
Not just a great matchup today, but it's been a great matchup ever since we started putting on these headphones and talking about it, Kevin. Bishop McNamara versus St. John's. You know, there's a little bit of a leak here. You know, sitting here behind the table, I'm used to UNT doing St. John's to Matha, so it always gives me a lot of pleasure to have a St. John's McNamara game. We're going to go to the anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please.
Little Mustang Sally to get this game started off.
Mustang Sally from Jared, who's getting it. We shout out to Tim Strachan. We said his name here before the anthem, but the third member of our team not here with us today, but he'll be back on the air with us very soon. And we've been doing WCAC high school basketball for quite some time, the three of us. And the McNamara Mustangs and the St. John's Cadets on the girls' side of the WCAC have been absolutely thrilling every single time out. They give us great games in the regular season, and they give us championship after championship, Kevin. People were in for a treat today.
No doubt. Calling these two programs national powerhouses is no exaggeration. We've been talking all throughout the gym today. This McNamara Mustang team, they have won 39 of their last 40 WCAC regular season games. The St. John's Cadets are on a 27-game win streak, along with the fact that they've won 19 out of their last 20 postseason games.
The only team to beat them.
Bishop Ireton.
The only team to beat McNamara?
Beat McNamara was Bishop Ireton.
Bishop Ireton. The only team to beat St. John's.
It was McNamara in the title. St. John's has won 6 of the last 8.
Oh, yeah.
6 of the last 7, and there was 2 years that we didn't have a championship. So St. John's been doing work.
I'll have a chance to talk about it throughout the game today, but I talked a little bit to Coach James of McNamara about that exact dynamic between these programs, talking about Coach Scribner's blueprint, you know, the manner in which he's been running this program for a long time, a certain way. And when Coach Scribner puts a girls' team on the floor, he knows how they can win that game, and he puts them in the best position to do so. So 2 great programs, 2 amazing coaches, and a lot of heat, a lot of momentum coming into this clash.
Yeah, no, since we've been doing this, Coach Strimmer's had 118 wins in the conference. McNamara's had 106 combined with Coach Brown and the previous regime. These, like I said, these are Titans. And on a Friday afternoon here at 4 o'clock, cool start time, trying to get a couple of the students in the stands. And a little weather is not helping us out too much. I know it's coming tonight, so people are trying to scurry to get on home. But if you've done that, please tune in, because this is going to be a barn burner. And these 2 teams, the way they push pace and defend, this game's going to go up and down. It reminds me of the excitement we had years ago for the AZ Flood game in here. Number 1 and 2, St. John's Cadets and McNamara Mustangs squared off in both games that season. Packed house an hour before the game.
Multiple overtime scenarios.
It was amazing, man. So when these 2 teams get together, it's always a clash.
Your starters for the St. John's Cadets: number 3, Logan Miller; number 10, Giselle Grant; number 12, Sam Eller; number 13, Camille Nesmith; and number 24, Morgan Stewart. You'll be hearing her name over on the McNamara side. Your starters today: 10, Nevaeh Roberson; number 23, Vanessa Harris; number 4, Zen Kraft; number 11, Mary Amoatang; and Princess Moody, the senior guard, straight out of Forestville.
We have here the number 7 team in the country, McNamara Mustangs, taking on the 24th ranked team in the nation, the St. John's Cadets, seconds away from tip-off.
I don't know how I missed Candace Samuels.
We'll practice saying that name. We're going to say it all day.
Princess Moody controls. There's Samuels. And a nice dish to Zen Kraft. And that's a good sign. Zen Kraft seeing things go down early is a huge deal.
Zen Kraft is a Georgia commit, and you can already see early why. That touch around the rim, fantastic.
McNamara pushing.
Great
Princess
speed.
Moody not able to connect there. Sam Eller pushes for the Cadets. Just tenacious defense by the Mustangs out of the gate. That ball will be on the floor, be a tie-up. Arrow goes to the Cadets.
Yeah, on-ball pressure is the only thing you're going to see all afternoon. No one plays off their lady in this gym. Not today, not these 2 teams.
Sam Eller to Morgan Stewart.
Morgan Stewart, over 20 scholarship offers for this junior.
And she gets it down low. And we had a buzzer, but it was not a foul.
Shot clock.
That's right. The free ball is no good.
McNamara's going to trap in the backcourt, get the ball out of Morgan Stewart's hand.
Eller misses the 3. And it'll be Cadets' ball on a reset as the rebound was contested.
Morgan Eller and Camille Nesmith, the 6'4 junior. That's who's going to dominate on the offensive side of the ball today for the Cadets, just like Candace Samuels and Zen Kraft on the other end of the floor.
Three. No good for Logan. Oh,
Big
great
rebound
work.
there.
Sam Eller underneath. Offensive rebound and the putback. Offensive rebound is a staple of Coach Scribner's whole entire program.
Absolutely. And Sam Eller's the 3rd highest rebounder on the team this season, so.
Princess Moody to Candace Samuels. And that's a smooth 12-footer.
Is it if you're a Samuels and you go to McNamara, you have to have a picture-perfect jump shot?
Great smile, great game, great hairdo.
Great defense.
Great save. Coming back the other way, floater in the lane, and that is good. As Miriam Moatang, who came on last season in the tournament for the Mustangs when they needed someone to step up. After losing Maddie McDaniels, driving the lanes, Morgan Stewart floating, and that is beautiful.
And that's a fantastic pass. Camille Nesmith, understanding she was triple teamed underneath, the kick out. And anytime you kick it out to Morgan Stewart, going downhill at the rim is a good thing for the St. John's offense. Nice touch there.
Foul on the floor. It'll be Mustangs to inbound.
There is so much talent on this floor right now. They're trying to get the ball into Zencraft. That's the number 16 player in the junior class this season.
Nice step back. Doesn't go down. Zencraft with the rebound. She puts it into Princess Moody, who has to save it off the back line.
Tremendous defense there. Sam Eller getting back.
Vanessa Harris doing some work on the defensive side herself.
Yeah, Vanessa Harris can play, the Rhode Island commit.
Spins in the lane to the corner for Moody.
Nice move.
Doesn't get the shooter's roll, but she gets it back down low, draws contact, and Kraft, she puts it up.
This offensive attack on the glass for the McNamara Mustangs in the paint. St. John's was defenseless. Zencraft offensive board.
I got to tell you,
Princess Moody crashing the offensive glass.
I like the way they're calling the game, too, early. They're letting them play the ball and be a little physical.
Princess Alexandria Moody and her brother playing for the boys team, Prince Alexander Moody. I love it.
They are beloved in the Bishop McNamara athletic community. Between the Samuels and the Moodies,
I know.
you got yourself a squad. A Moatang dashes in.
All we need is a Barton out here for the Cadets.
And the Bartons.
We've got the three families of this event.
Nice dish.
That's a great dish, but great defense. Camille Nesmith able to alter that shot in the paint by Zencraft with that extreme length.
Lila Coogan controls it. Gets it to Morgan Stewart. Moatang on her. Samuel's trying to deny that three right away. They're going to they'll get a travel. I thought Mary Moatang might have gotten a little aggressive, but it's going to be a travel and it'll be a Mustang ball. And we'll get our first look today for the sophomore transfer, Nair McCoy, number 5 for the Mustangs. First team All-League last year for Carroll.
The only returning first-team All-League player, as you see, the beautiful-looking
Catch
jump
and shoot,
shot.
yeah.
The only returning first-team All-League player comes off the bench for the Mustangs, if you need to know anything more about their talent level.
And we called her when she was a player at Carroll, and she was worth the price of admission whenever she played. She's
Coach,
fast and tenacious.
Yeah, yep. See Coach Scribb with his palms in the air. You cannot let Miss Samuels open at the top of the key and get a clean look because it's going in. She's got a sister. She's got a sister who's a 5-star from McNamara. And she is playing up in stores right now for Coach Oriyama as a sophomore. Her brother on the McNamara boys side right now, a 5-star.
Yep.
Dominating the all-time leading single-game point scorer in McNamara basketball history, her brother. And she herself is the number 8 player in the sophomore class, also a 5-star. That's 3 siblings and 15 stars.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that family of 7 with mom and dad and a trainer over the pandemic apparently had some really classic 5-on-5 games on a daily basis.
It's like the dream team practices.
And we remember Kamari, her older brother, a St. John's cadet. So, this is a family that just keeps on giving talent to this conference. Down at Bishop McNamara, of course, and here at St. John's as well. So fun to call these games with these families.
Samuels gets into the lane, kicks out to Zencraft. McNamara moving the ball around well, sets up a 3 for Moody, no good. Coogan with the rebound.
A very good rebound by Lila Coogan, but what a great offensive possession by McNamara. That ball was flying around. McNamara's pressure is really giving the Cadets trouble, Cam. They are double-teaming. They are trapping in the backcourt, attacking the ball, and forcing it out of guards' hands into forwards and causing mistakes.
Just Moody diving on the ground. McCoy.
What a
kicks
feed.
To Vanessa Harris, who thought about it. Moody for 3.
Vanessa Harris is the number 5 ranked junior in the state of Maryland. I mean, all these accolades for all these players. We could be here all day talking about them.
Yeah, Coach James has a heck of a program over there in Forestville. Got a chance to talk to Coach Brewer, Coach Butler before the game. Big smiles. Why not? Same with Coach Scribner for that matter.
Maria Moatang, what defense. Denial.
Nevaeh Roberson loses the handle. It's off of her knee. It'll be St. John's ball.
St. John's going to have to figure out this McNamara defensive pressure. Having a hard time getting the ball over the half-court line. Look at that denial.
Dallas Cook on the floor to Nesmith.
Yep, they brought the freshman in to relieve some of this pressure right now.
Mackenzie Small gets to the
Morgan
baseline.
Stewart.
Coogan for three.
Look at that board by
Rebound by
Samuels.
All the way down with the left hand.
Yeah, she snatched it left-handed, pushed and paced left-handed.
Motang baseline. Floater, it's not there. It's going to be off of Mary. St. John's ball as McNamara's gone a little draw on the offensive side. Stewart's the one you want with the ball. Free throw line.
Automatic for her.
Automatic.
Yeah,
she showed us that in the tournament last year, too.
She's got all the mid-range game anyone would want.
Going to get a little carry over there.
I tell you what, as you can see right here, nice stop and pop.
Yep.
But
That was-
McNamara's making everything difficult, challenging every pass in every passing lane. They're all over the place. Look at that anticipation, but going to get a foul called there.
Nevaeh Roberson sends Dallas Cook to the floor. It'll be Lila Coogan with the inbound. They find Morgan Stewart on the other end with 20 on the shot clock. And Moatang with just, we're going to call it eventually.
I would say relentless to describe this D right now.
It puts a lot of pressure on the referees. These guys, McNamara is just so ferocious on that on-ball defense, but
For St. John's, Eminem Chiba into the game for Dallas Hood.
Eminent Chief is stepping in, the junior shooting guard for Dallas Cook.
Correction comes to the Mustangs, number 11, Mary Amatang, her first, second team foul.
Yeah, McNamara's going to play a physical brand.
Yep.
And I think that's going to be the fourth foul of the quarter. But they're not letting anyone cut to the rim. They're getting arms, and they're getting physical, and they are all over the place. Amazing length.
Nice downstairs to.
Zen Kraft is a two-way player. This is the number one player in the state of Maryland in the junior class. And that is going to be a battle between her and Camille Nesmith all day long.
Going to be another foul against the Mustangs. This time, I believe, on Nair McCoy.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I apologize. Zen Kraft, obviously, the number one player in the state of Maryland in the senior class.
In my mind, I was like, I'm not going
Senior.
to say anything because can we just reclass her, get her for another year?
As a guy who had to go to seventh grade a couple of times, sometimes I get confused.
Uncharacteristic there for Morgan Stewart. She's used to being guarded by four people when she makes that shot.
Yep, exactly. 17.3 points per game, leading the team in scoring. 5 assists a game, leading the team there. And second on the team in rebounds. Morgan Stewart getting it done this junior season.
Mustangs quickly to the offensive side.
Great feed and finish.
And one for Nevaeh Roberson.
Look at that feed by Zen Kraft. I mean, that's just a big-time play. Excellent passer in the post, outside the post. She's just a fantastic player. In a national game in the Jordan Holiday Classic, Zen Kraft had 22, 11, and 5, was 11 from 15 from the field. And when you see that shooting stroke right there, you know why. She is very, very efficient.
Morgan Stewart delays
nice pace,
in.
And what a move by Morgan Stewart.
That's special.
Stop, start, explode, finish. Great take by number 24.
Into Zen Kraft.
They've been running offense through her. They get the ball to her at the post, and she's finding the open man consistently. Zen Kraft showing her array of passing skills.
And Nair McCoy, she's going to draw her share of fouls. She's so quick to spots.
And strong.
McCoy up top, fresh shot clock. It's just a small difference here between game shot and shot clock, about a second. Looks like McCoy's going to let the clock run just a little bit. McCoy gets the elbow.
McCoy, brilliant. Big screen
Right.
by Zen Kraft. Morgan Stewart had to go underneath, and you cannot leave number 5 alone at that free throw line. It's gonna be good. Great feed.
Roberson with the rebound. Boxes out.
9 points for the St. John's Cadets. I think it's fairly obvious. Defense was the name of the game for the McNamara Mustangs, as Nair McCoy has a little stop and pop of her own from the free throw line.
We're used to free agency in professional sports. We're used to seeing transfers at the college level now. It's so, even though she was only a freshman at Carroll, we had her for a few games. She stood out. And watching her in a McNamara jersey, it's fun. And what she provides, I mean, when you think about it, she's really perfect for what McNamara wants to do. They want to be fast. They want to be strong. They want to be, on the ball for the entirety of the floor.
Well, she's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
And when I walked into the gym today, I was under the impression there was no returning first-team All-League WCAC performer from last season, and I was wrong. Well, the reason why is the number 1 returning WCAC player coming back comes off the bench for these Mustangs.
Yep.
They are loaded. And with that much talent, there's a lot of people competing for time, and that's where you earn it on the defensive end. And I'm telling you right now, they've been fast and furious defensively. St. John's has not been limited to 9 points and a quarter in many contests that I've ever witnessed.
Well, you could say, I mean, it's a low-scoring affair on both sides. What St. John's did really well, especially in the beginning of the first quarter, as they got to the offensive glass. And they between between Coogan and Nesmith, they were able to match up a little bit on size down low to kind of keep McNamara from getting a lot of easy buckets in the lane.
Well, the difference between both these teams tonight is you're seeing McNamara fully extend. They're trapping in the backcourt. They're challenging every pass. St. John's is sitting back, switching a lot of screens, and trying their best to fight over top because you can't let any of these McNamara shooters get going.
Giselle Grant on McCoy. Kick to Samuels for 3. Zen Kraft with the rebound.
She tipped it to herself. She might have gotten away with the travel. Great hustle there. Number 12, Sam Eller getting down on the floor.
It's another tie-up, and the arrow belongs to the Cadets.
Another
Harris
turnover
picks
in
up
the
the loose
backcourt.
ball. And Roberson able to put back. She gets an offensive rebound and a layup.
Yeah, turnover to a rebound on the offensive end is not what Coach Grimmer's looking for here. They've had a ton of trouble with this press, and they still are having a little bit. Going to need someone to help out.
Well,
Take the pressure off Morgan Stewart. She's expending a ton of energy.
Long three, no good for Eller. Rebound, St. John's.
Gigi on the
Grant.
offensive glass. And she bounced it one too many times. St. John's is having a hard time instigating any offense. They're getting so much pressure. A couple quick shots early in possession. You don't want to see them moving that ball around. It's getting stuck.
Nair running the offense. To Kraft, around to Samuels.
Nice defense.
Sam Eller.
Sam Eller in the passing lane.
Caught him sleeping. Spins in the lane. Loses control. Kraft. They're just fighting for the ball
Sam
down
Eller
here.
all over the floor again. You know what?
They're
How
going to
about
say
that?
Sam Eller was out of bounds.
That's all right. That's unbelievable effort. She has been on the floor
yes.
at both ends in the past couple possessions, fighting for everything she can, hustling on the floor to get that ball for her squad.
That's great.
Great hustle, 12.
I just love a minute and a half of that level of physical defense, still 0 team fouls for each squad. It's perfect. It's the way it should be. Both teams stepping it up.
St. John's showing a little on-ball pressure here as Morgan Stewart extends 3/4 of the court. Just a little token pressure. Look at the ball handling there. That is
Motang.
nasty.
She gets the back of the
Mary
front, back of the rim,
Motang. That was feathery. That was a sweet move.
and the trap. And Morgan Stewart's in trouble. She knocks it off the knee of the
It's
defender.
This full court defense is suffocating.
And Eller throws it to the sidelines. She steps out.
I'm telling you right now, the amount of energy Morgan Stewart has had to expend in this first half handling this ball against this defense.
Robertson inbounding. She's got Camille Nesmith. No, okay, so Robertson will come out. We'll get our
Maisie
first look at
Crowley.
Maisie Crowley.
Maisie Crowley coming off the bench, a UMBC commit. There's so much talent coming off the bench, Ken.
Motang created some space for herself, and she gets in the lane and kicks it to Samuels, who takes a big step.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
But Miriam Motang, she's causing all kinds of ruckus on the offensive end with her ability to dribble, get in deep, can stop and shoot that floater, but she's been distributing the ball incredibly well this first half.
Ran to Eller, back to Stewart, 15 on the shot clock.
All right, this is more like the St. John's offense we're used to, except for, look at that tee. Oh, my gosh.
Motang
Yes.
just
Miriam Motang putting a stamp on this game.
causing a ruckus. Another stutter step.
That's too pretty.
But that's
a lot of hard work right
Yep.
there. That's what that is. That is a off one leg runner, feathery swish.
Logan Miller up top with Princess Moody on her, out to Giselle.
I like the way St. John's is moving the ball right now. They've got much more of a flow offensively. But they are not making it easy on Morgan Stewart. They're running a defender at her, a second one at all times.
Yeah.
Getting the ball out of her hands is the
That's
name of the game today.
smart.
Look at that D by Gigi. Great footwork.
McCoy gets into the lane. And I think they'll get Crowley with the push.
Got Giselle Grant out there. She's been such a big part of they've won 3 straight WCAC titles, the St. John's team. Giselle Grant been a huge part of 2 of them. A member of the National Honor Society. She's got Chicago State, Yale, Delaware State offers.
I mean,
Love to see it.
if you're into free education, you came to the right place today. There's a lot of it.
There's not a lot of these young ladies going to be paying a lot of tuition in the next 5 years.
Nope. I mean, you just couldn't be more in someone's face than these McNamara defenders are as the ball gets thrown away here.
For St. John's, number 32, Lila Coogan back into the game.
Coach Ron James has got to be thrilled. We are now 4:40 to go in the second quarter, and the Cadets have 9 points on the scoreboard.
Mustangs running their offense.
The little pass weave scenario.
Samuels. I'm trying to think.
Coach Gibb.
They got it on St. John's. I thought they were going to. All right, Jared got it straight. Samuels at the line.
Candace Samuels, like we mentioned, this 5-star sophomore, the number 8 player in her class.
Good stroke.
That's such an efficient stroke. It's so quick.
Yeah.
It's picture perfect. You shoot it like that, it's going to go in a lot. You like that analysis, Dan?
Don't call the best color man in the business for nothing.
Hey, thanks for bringing me.
Logan
Look
Miller.
at this defense.
Nair McCoy pushing. It's 2-on-2 as McCoy gets into the lane.
And some more defense. Gigi says, I play it too.
Samuels, no good. Morgan Stewart. McCoy quickly rebound. Nice
Look
lead
at
pass
that.
to Motang.
Double bounce.
McNamara wants a timeout. Casey Robinson.
Timeout, McNamara.
He's got a loud timeout voice too.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone knew about it.
Ron James with 22 seconds on the shot clock. He wants to draw something up over here.
Absolutely. Junior Casey Robinson just got in the game for the Mustangs. Was saying her name. We've shown up now for multiple championships between these two squads, and it never goes according to script at any given. Whether whoever's the top seed, they're not comfortable when they're playing the other one, and the styles that match up in a high pressure, high intensity championship game, just the way you'd like, not the way that McNamara has liked for the most part. But again, talking to Coach James before the game, he said, "Hey, listen." All respect to the Cadets. He's like, they know how to do it. They've been doing it this way for a long time. So he gets it, and he knows. When we talked about the two programs, talked about how both these teams come in with a lot of wins. And Coach James, the first thing he said was, "I'll accept the big one."
Yeah. Well, I think that's the focus, the primary focus when you have 7 seniors and St. John's has 0 on the roster. 7 seniors, 5 scholarships, 2 Power 4. You got a whole lot going on right now, and you add in some of the sophomore talent and some of these girls coming off the bench like Maisie. This is a fantastic team. There's a reason why this is, I think, a top 5 team in the country. They're as good as anyone. And when you play defense like this, you're going to put a lot of teams in a bad spot.
Robinson.
The freshman Dallas Cook enters the game. Very quick. She'll cause some ruckus on the ball and be able to help Morgan Stewart in the ball handling department.
Well, Motang drives baseline, but she's going to get charged for a step.
Yep.
So Coach James, you can see his facial expression. He's like, I call it a timeout for that, guys.
Yep.
Vanessa Harris comes back in for a Motang.
St. John's looking to get something started offensively, and I think you got to get the ball down low to Camille Nesmith and let her go to work in the paint. Being guarded right now.
Samuels jumps into the passing lane. She's
such length.
And she'll go to line for 2. It's like what we hope to see from Marshawn Lattimore this weekend for Redskins fans.
There you go. It's just been very difficult. Very difficult to initiate anything, get to any kind of groove for the Cadets offensively, and we know why, watching this defense. With all this talent out here, it's really cool to watch how they really, really push themselves and push each other on the defensive side.
Yeah, it's a real no excuses bunch. You know, they get a sense of what the coach wants them to do. They're capable of getting it done, and they hold themselves accountable. It's pretty cool to see. Coogan up top. Morgan Stewart kicks it back to her corner three.
She's
Long
about a
rebound.
50% shooter from the three-point line. Extremely efficient as well, Lila Coogan.
Nice little
6'3" with that lefty release. Nice move there. That's what the
great
Cadets
pass.
need. That's what the Cadets need. A little dose of Camille Nesmith and her 14.3 points per game, second on the team.
Grant comes ever so close to getting that steal. McCoy corrals it, chases Coogan down the lane.
Giselle Grant is getting after it on the defensive end.
Finds Crowley on the blocks.
That ball did find Crowley. It just popped out, and there she was. Great finish, though.
Casey Robinson taking a turn at some tough on-ball defense. And a nice little shot
Nice
there.
move.
Lila
Shot fake,
Coogan.
one dribble, find your spot, finish. That lefty stroke is also smooth. It's very, very, very nice. She's a fantastic shooter, and she's been helping out with ball handling duties as well. Logged the entire first half so far.
Giselle Grant is active on the defensive end for the Cadets so far.
She's making her presence felt as soon as she entered the game. Cadets needed that spark.
Send Kraft back on the court. As Crowley takes a seat. Five on the shot clock. If they kick it, Robinson's got to launch one. And that was a good-looking shot.
Great find by Samuels.
Only worth two. Stewart and McCoy playing each other tough up the floor. Coogan corrals it, gets to the corner. And now she's trapped by Vanessa Harris.
Just nothing is easy. Completing a pass is not easy right now.
Morgan Stewart collects herself for a shot, and it'll be another Nesmith rebound, and she'll kick it to Coogan.
Great job, 13 on the offensive glass. Patient with it, finds the open shooter.
That ball's going to stay Cadets. I tell you, watching Morgan Stewart and Nair McCoy play each other, I mean, they're just trading body blows. I mean, it's they're both so good. Here's the matchup right there. I mean, I think Nair took a couple legal elbows.
Legal elbows.
Legal
I like
elbows,
it,
yeah, for sure.
I like it. WCAC style. Hasn't been a foul call in a long time.
Fouls on the Mustangs, number 5, Nair McCoy, her second team foul. Morgan
Nair with her second on the day. Morgan Stewart to go to the line to shoot two. You got to have legal elbows.
Well, you just determined it.
And
Nice
if
shot
you're
there.
Morgan Stewart, you get those kinds of things. You know, you get to be a senior. I mean, watching her play in that championship game last year, she was everything up and down the floor. Obviously, it was a great team effort, but Morgan Stewart asserted herself.
She certainly is the veteran presence on this Cadets roster. I mean, they were asked off-season, who would you call if you needed help off the court? An overwhelming majority of her teammates said Morgan.
Of course.
And you've noticed that today on the court as well, because when they've been in trouble in that backcourt, they just hand it to Morgan and let her do her thing.
Step back three. As Harris gets the rebound, she puts it back up. And that'll be it for half. As the ball ends underneath the rim, no basket, 28-15. The away Mustangs over the home Cadets. We'll be back after halftime right here. Stay with us. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us for another half of basketball at St. John's College High School. Cadets Mustangs, best girls high school basketball matchup in the country. Coach Scribner on the St. John's side, Coach James on the McNamara side on an early matinee Friday affair, Kevin Ricca.
Oh, yeah, and we got the stars being stars. Candace Samuels with 9 points, and then Morgan Stewart as well with 9. Both the leading scorers. But the Cadets got to get someone else involved. They have Lila Coogan, Camille Nesmith, and Sam Eller each with 1 bucket, 2 points each. They got to get Camille Nesmith going under the paint. They got to get her going. That's who she is. She's the second leading scorer, getting about 15 a game. They got to get her started. First, you got to break this press. And this McNamara defense, their speed, their length, and their tenacity was the story of that first half, as you can still see. It's like there's 7 of them out there.
It does look like they're playing with extra players. It's going to stay Cadet ball. Miriam Otang with the interception, the push to Samuels. And she gets pushed by Gigi, who just seconds ago calls a turnover for the Cadets.
Man, is Candace Samuels a weapon. 6'2", running the court like that. We've seen her finish with the left, dribble with the left. She's an incredible righty shooter, as you're going to see right here. MVP of the Jordan Holiday Classic against Westtown.
Sophomore, everybody.
I mean, I have to say, her older sister, a 5-star, playing at UConn right now. She's a 5-star. And her brother at McNamara, also a 5-star. That's a lot of stars in one family.
That's big. That's a Thanksgiving table full of stars.
It's relentless, this pressure. There's just nothing they can do. 10-second call.
Violation.
It's a defensive highlight reel for the Mustangs.
Moateng.
Look at that pace.
Floater, no good.
Nice job
Nesmith,
on the board
yeah.
by Nesmith.
And a good outlet pass.
And the Cadets are saying that's the type of ball we're used to in the Gallagher Gymnasium.
That's one way to beat the press.
Camille Nesmith starting it off by tipping it to herself, getting that rebound, and getting the ball up the court. That's how St. John's has to generate offense on the defensive side.
Giselle's had that pass on the outside nailed down here all afternoon. It's only a matter of time before she starts getting a Zencraft backs her way in.
That's a real move there.
Sorry, was that?
That's a big-time move by Kraft.
Yeah. They're going to get Morgan Stewart, and that's not – it was a good offensive rebound. Or, I'm sorry, a turnover. And it sends Mary to the line.
Coach Scribner had a very interesting quote. They're 13-0. They've had a bunch of close wins. They've come together as a team. And he said, listen, we thought we'd have a couple losses by now, but some late-game heroics, our toughness, we thought we may take a few, but we haven't just yet. But he said this time of year right now, it's just all lessons. All lessons.
That's right.
And he's had the type of team that has always developed throughout the course of the regular season and hit their peak in the playoffs. And I think that's what they're looking forward to now. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned so far this afternoon, Ken.
And Zencraft forces the turnover as the ball bounces off of Morgan's foot.
And make no mistake about it, this is a fantastic St. John's basketball team, but they're just a bit out of sorts right now.
McNamara going with if we can just stay on offense the entire time, we have a good chance of winning. Vanessa Harris gets some help there from Kraft. Mary kicks
nice
to McCoy.
patience by Moateng.
Thought they might have Kraft underneath.
Oh, what a look.
Open three.
That stems from the unselfishness at the beginning. She had a wide open shot, but she got the ball moving. It found her, and she hit the shot. That's a great offensive basketball possession.
And Samuels is right there to deny
Look
the
at that
inbound pass. And Coach Scribner wants to talk about it.
Yeah. That pass was delivered right onto the shooting palm. Lefty, sweet shot. This is an incredible McNamara Mustang squad. They're playing top-notch ball right now.
And this is about the time of year, mid-January, where you just start, like Coach Scribner says, where you really start putting your mind right for the greatest tournament in high school basketball, which is, of course, the WCAC tournament. Few coaches have had as much success as John Scribner. When it was his turn, he won, and when it wasn't his turn, he still won. And you know what? It's your turn if you win. That's the rule.
I'll tell you this. He's done a lot of winning, and if you're 19-1 in the postseason in the last 9 seasons, that's getting it done right there, and that's been the goal, like we talked about. Not to peak right now. Let's get into February before we start heading on that trail.
Eller back to Stewart.
Smart play by Eller. Get it back to Morgan Stewart. Eller's a heck of a player. Game-winning 3 versus the Potomac School earlier in the season. UMBC, FDU, and Robert Morris all want her to come there and play ball for free.
Under 6 now. As Stewart trapped at the baseline. Miller's going to have to put it up. It looks good from here. A little bit long and strong. Mary back to Samuels. Cross court to McCoy. He's going to take an open 3. No good. Kraft with the rebound.
Kraft is just dominating the paint right now on the offensive glass.
Nice job again from St. John's breaking that press as here comes Gigi. And they had an advantage in the lane. It's going to be a tie-up. And the arrow is Cadets. As we get some Pointer Sisters. Stewart for 3. Good shot. Open. Perfect. Calm, cool, and collected. Morgan Stewart.
She's fantastic.
McCoy. She can't get it to go, but once again, there's Kraft.
There's just no way. She is camped out right in front of that rim. You got to move her. She's going to get every offensive rebound there is. Easy for me to say over here on the sidelines. Nice. Way to split the double team. What a move by Morgan Stewart. There you go. Camille Nesmith working the offensive glass. Finishing with the left. Get her started. Nice footwork. Power dribble. Create space. Kiss it off the glass with the left hand. The 6'4 junior has a tremendous future. Ooh. That hasn't been called today.
A little ticky-tack foul there on Eller.
Like the feeling that we haven't heard the whistle in quite a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at that. That's excellent dexterity and nice touch with the lefty scoop off the glass.
Junior Kai Roberson on the floor for the Mustangs.
Camille Nesmith, 15 offers right here. We're talking Georgetown, Temple, Fordham, St. John's, Delaware. Just pick a school on the East Coast. They want her.
Corner 3. McCoy with the rebound. Just the hustle underneath. Kick out to Vanessa Harris, who gets to the free throw line.
That is great basketball.
And that's why she is ranked where she is.
Yes, yes, and yes.
She floated at the free throw line for that one. Just, they'll get Nevaeh Roberson on that one. First team foul for the Mustangs. Cadets have 3. We shoot at 5.
Shooting 2 at 5.
Shooting 2 at 5.
We don't like it. What are you going to do? Suck it up.
McCoy just had the position. Nesmith on the floor. Everyone on the floor.
Look, there's 6 people on the floor right now.
Cadets come up with it. Morgan Stewart presses, gets inside, and gets a hard-earned 2 points.
That's a veteran finish. He initiated contact and while floating off to the right, found that right spot on the glass to end it.
We got a foul underneath.
Got the Cadets boys varsity team coming to sit down and cheer on the girls squad.
Coming from over on the practice court.
Yep, that practice must have just ended for the varsity because I know freshman starts at 5 and I'm on pickup duty. This is a St. John's team that's won 3 WCAC titles in a row, and a McNamara team that seems to have a bit of a chip on their shoulder because of that fact. And today, the St. John's having no seniors, and McNamara's 7 seniors, 5 scholarship offers, it's certainly been the difference.
Cadets ball.
And Coach Scribner, the USA Today National Coach of the Year in 2014, and a guy with 8 WCAC titles. If there's someone that knows how to get this thing fixed, it's him.
They got 4 seconds to get it on the floor, and McCoy intercepts, dishes.
What a great catch.
Kai will go to the line.
This McNamara pace is relentless. They just keep pushing and attacking, throwing everything at you.
And there's no slowing down because, as Jared McClinton told us, they got 2 starting 5s. Always fresh legs. Samuel's in for Harris.
They have a first-team All-WCC conference returner coming off the bench.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Morgan Stewart breaking the press, giving this offense a few extra seconds here to get it going.
Nice move.
Down low.
Yeah, that was a great move.
Cadence Harriet.
Just a quick little pump fake to get Zen Kraft in the air and draw the foul.
This is the second. Samuels kicks it to the corner. 3 ball is off the side of the backboard.
Nice job there on defense and getting that rebound by Emma Nancheva, the 5'8" junior.
They're going to get Nevaeh Roberson. That's her 3rd foul on the floor. 13th foul for the Mustangs.
Macy Crowley back into the game for McNamara. For Nevaeh Roberson.
Switch out Samuels to Coogan. Brings Zencraft up on Shava. Samuel steps into that passing lane. She's got Zencraft out front. And she spins in for one with three defenders. It was pretty smooth.
Yeah, it was very
offensive
smooth.
moves.
Very smooth.
Ball got away from her, but she kept her cool. And Morgan Stewart. And that ball is blocked, but they're going to say Samuel's got a little bit of her
little wrist. That's a great move there. Zencraft.
Yeah, Morgan Stewart having a little bit of just walking off a little ankle.
She has been given incredible effort this evening. She has taken the burden of breaking the press against this vicious defense. She's bothered here. Yeah.
They're going to bring out the shooter, and it's maybe a cramp. Someone's going to have to take this shot.
Well, Ken, you did say that you think you can make 70 out of 100, and you are sitting right over here.
And that's going to thrust.
You said that this week, by the way, and there was a bet, and we're going to find out here at Gallagher or somewhere. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
I don't know what you're talking about. Layla Jackson onto the floor, into the game, and she'll make that second free throw.
Not easy to do coming in cold. St. John's is switching right now out top.
In and out for
Zen
McCoy.
Kraft is just all over the offensive glass. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Well, Roberson takes it
That was
outside, and then she
Roberson.
fights her way back in. A nice little, I think Layla Jackson got a piece of that. Coogan brings it down.
Good kick out.
Noncheva, no good for three. McCoy with the rebound. She kicks it forward to Roberson.
Wow.
And she avoids contact from Dallas Cook.
Wow.
To get two.
There
That
is so many talented basketball players in a Mustang uniform right now.
It's so hard to draw contact. They're going to call a tie-up, and I believe the Mustangs will get the arrow. One minute to go here in the third. Casey Robinson on the ball now here for McNamara, and she gives a push with the elbow, sends Dallas Clark moving. And she's trying to fire up her teammates after taking that offensive foul.
All right, well, now we're moving forward. We're shooting 2 on every foul. That's not a player control.
Long three good for Lila.
I told you, she's shooting right at the 50% clip from beyond the three-point arc on the season. Big shot for the Cadets. A stop and a score here would be just what the doctor ordered for Coach Gribb.
Roberson working on Noncheva. It's like inevitable collisions on every possession, the speed of these offensive players on both sides of the floor.
The speed of this game.
Yep.
And if you have 2 starting fives, that helps in a game like this, I believe, Ken.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Just the announcement that we have 2 starting fives.
Which one do you want today?
Well, I mean, this McNamara team is going to be a problem for anyone, anyone in the country.
The sophomore makes the second.
Yep. St. John's coming off a buzzer beater. Morgan Stewart with the game-winning layup against Paul VI last week, but sitting right behind in the national rankings, behind the McNamara Mustangs, is Bishop Ireton Cardinals at the slot behind him. I think it's 7 and 8 here. McNamara 7 and Ireton is 8. So once again, the conference is absolutely loaded.
Good on-ball defense here. Good work by St. John's. Got a shot up.
It's great on-ball defense is what it is.
At the buzzer, and it was close to being good as Zen Kraft knew exactly where she was and how much time was left.
She sure did.
I didn't. After 3 quarters, 50-29. Mustangs having a day here at St. John's College High School. We get a chance to see what Coach Scribner has for us in the fourth quarter because, again, everything for him points to that tournament.
Yes, it does, and there's plenty of lessons to be learned today, but I think the one lesson is that you have got to match McNamara's defensive intensity if you want any chance to stay in the gym with him. You have got to bring it on the defensive end, and so far today, McNamara has won the defensive battle. They just keep throwing people. I'm just looking down at this roster here, and everyone has contributed on the McNamara side. I mean, Nyam McCoy, Princess Moody, Zen Kraft, Candace Samuel. I mean, just it's unbelievable the production that you get. Anybody that checks into the game, and you know right away, they're D'ing up, Ken. So you've got all these predictions with your free throws. I want to know about your ability to break this press in the backcourt against the McNamara.
No.
You and I get out there at the free throw line. If I break left, you go right. Do you think in 100 tries we can break that press?
We're just better off trying to throw it 90 feet.
I agree.
And catching a 50-50 ball.
And hope for the best.
And hope for the best.
Maybe a foul will get called.
Yeah.
All right.
A little pass interference.
Here we go.
Never hurt
Fourth
anybody.
quarter, St. John's trying to get back into this thing. Defense will be the name of the game. Coach Gribb was calling for that foul, and he was giving that foul.
Fouls on the Mustangs, number 12, Casey
It's going to be on Casey Robinson, her second.
First team foul of the fourth quarter. Possession foul.
Great
Work by
find.
Stewart, yeah. Miller in trouble on the baseline, and she's going to get pushed. I believe they're going to call. There's no 3 there, so it's going to be 4. It's going to be on Zencraft.
Fouls on the Mustangs, number 4, Zencraft, her second.
And that's going to send.
Foul.
No, it's not. Brand new quarter. Brand new foul total. 2 quick fouls on the Mustangs. Hop into the middle against just an absolute
Yeah, there's not much you can do there.
great wall of Mustangs.
The wall of Mustangs, and everyone was straight up.
Yep. Robertson on the weave. Robertson gets inside, and she's going to be called for the offensive foul.
Morgan Stewart out there playing hard, taking charges, still leading her team. It's a gritty play there.
Another signature
Yep.
Coach Scribner team stat is charges.
And we've seen Morgan Stewart take many charges in her career, and including the best defensive player of the game in the championship last year. She ended it with a block shot and covered up the rebound, and that ended it for him. St. John's is very aware of the level of defense it takes to win championships. They've won the last 3, but today McNamara has definitely, they have come in here and they have made a statement.
Robertson and Kai Robertson. Cadets ball.
The Robersons step off, Vanessa Harris on the floor. Kata Samuels checking back in. Mary Motang as well up top.
Strong move there by the sophomore Logan Miller. Couldn't
Vanessa
get it to
Harris
drop.
out to Samuels for 3.
All right, that's a problem. A 3 in transition on one-on-none on a step back, and she has the green light, and it's because she plays so hard in defense and because that shot looks like that. Oh, man.
Logan Miller, she wants 3.
Nice answer by the sophomore, playing with confidence.
We watched her before the game and at halftime, just absolutely dead eye every shot. They're going to fall for her. Kraft.
Cadets ball.
Throws it away in the corner. It'll be Cadets ball. Just over 6 to play.
That's on Zen Kraft. That's not an easy person to shoot over. I like the spacing now that St. John's has created right now offensively.
Our ball floats through the lane and into Mary Motang's hands, who gets to the
it.
head of Vanessa Harris.
She
gets
got
the
caught
underneath of the rim.
too far under the basket.
Yeah. And that drives Coach Chase with a big smile on his face. I was like, what?
Yep, had to call that.
Good job, Morgan, getting off the training table, coming back and drawing the contact.
She's tough as nails, and she's a competitor. You weren't going to keep her out of the game very long. She's played fantastic today.
Yep.
She really has.
She's got to go
Great feed. Look at that footwork.
up and under. Also under is Gigi. She goes
She's
into.
out Grant on the offensive glass doing work. Nice job.
They're going to call that on Zen Kraft. And that's 5 on the Mustangs. So with 5.5 minutes to go, Coach Scribner also knows how to send his players to the free throw line, a parade to the free throw line, if you will, in the fourth quarter. So I expect to see Morgan Stewart driving to the basket a whole lot.
And I certainly expect to see Camille Nesmith to touch the ball on a majority of these possessions. When we're shooting in the double bonus here, she's a 40 of 53 free throw shooter on the year, 75%.
Logan Davis in for the Stangs.
Try to whittle this thing down to under 10 before the 2-minute mark and then take a crack at it on the defensive end. And now we're getting awful whistling.
And they'll get Sam Eller for the defense there on, I'm sorry, Logan Miller for defense on Vanessa Harris. 3. Just
Good
short.
box out right there.
And Camille Nesmith.
Mackenzie Small, the
decent
freshman, coming in with a great box out, getting that defensive board, which has been fairly elusive in this game. Nice drive. Morgan Stewart with the body.
Yep, that's going to be their ticket back into this game.
Yeah, well, you initiate contact, you play with pace, and you have a touch like that, kissed off the glass. St. John's is playing with a little feist here.
Oh, Mary Motang uses the
Yeah.
referee as a screen, but Gigi coming from playing from behind.
That's such a strong move there.
They're going to say it's on the floor. I think they're going to say it's on the floor.
Now you're McCoy into the game for McNamara.
Yeah, they'll call it on the floor.
Yeah,
That's what it looked like to me.
Now you're McCoy in for Mary Abbottani.
Vanessa Harris to inbound. Kansas corrals it down. It's 20 on the shot clock. Roberson puts it on the floor, but Morgan Stewart, great defense. Same with Small again. This time a rebound, though, for Logan Davis for the Mustangs.
that was a good tackle, but I don't think you can do that
No,
here at Gallagher.
It's going to be on McCoy, and he'll send Morgan Stewart to the free throw line. And again, it's a big gap to fill, but if you can do it with the clock not running.
It is, but I will say one thing. I think Morgan Stewart has solidified herself as a bona fide, clear-cut, first-team All-WCAC 2025. I think that is obvious. We've known it for 2 years, but the talent in this league has been tremendous. But it is now her time to shine. She's going to go just over 20 points today. She has been the bright spot for this Cadets team, and that's obvious. We knew that coming in, but she showed out today. The amount of effort she's put forth on the defensive end and handling the ball, the ability to come up and hit 2 free throws and lead the team scoring, there's a reason why she's a superstar.
Gigi working on Nair. Little weave here for the Mustangs. As McCoy tries to get around
She stuck her
Gigi's
leg out
foot.
there.
Yeah. Only their third team foul.
Yeah.
Giselle Grant getting a much-needed rest. She's been playing great defense all day.
She's all hustle, all heart. I've always enjoyed the way she plays. Leaves it all out there.
Samuels will get fouled by Small, I believe.
Candace Samuels.
No, it'll be on Nesmith.
You know, she's proven she's not just a catch and shoot. She has put that ball and driven hard to the hole,
Yeah.
and not just done it out of control. She's an excellent passer. She's always finding someone open.
Possession foul.
This McNamara team understands if you share it, it will find you.
Yep.
And that's a fact. 7 different people scored for them in the first half. Obviously, Samuels was the leading scorer, but they distribute the ball evenly.
Vanessa Harris works baseline on Eller. Spins to McCoy. Just thinks better of the three-point shot. 10 on the shot clock. Great defense by Eller on Vanessa Harris, who spins at the free throw line.
Oh.
And that's the shot she makes.
This is an incredibly skilled team individually, and they play collectively as a group. And like I said, they're as good as anyone in the nation that I've seen this year, Ken.
Good defense. Good work by Morgan Stewart.
She has such good
Didn't go
footwork.
for it.
Such good footwork. Love to see a guard in the paint with footwork like that. That shows it. Coach Gribb knows how to skill him up himself.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Skill him up.
Yeah,
Just go with it.
Roberson. Roberson.
Just the whole team just has feathery touch. Like every shot is just, oh boy. McCoy. I mean, Towson, Sacred Heart, Manhattan, Stony Brook, UMBC, Mount St. Mary's, Robert Morris.
The sophomore.
Number 5 sophomore in the state of Maryland.
And just does all the work and dishes it on the baseline to Logan Davis, who gets on the board. That'll be a timeout for Coach Scribner with 2.5 to go in this game as the Mustangs stretch the lead out, getting more and more of that bench involved in their brand of basketball.
Yeah, and I think Scrib's saying, listen, ladies, heads up here. You guys gave a complete effort. St. John's, they play hard. They play tough. This McNamara team is super loaded, and they also play a physical, tough brand, and then they share it. It's not a superstar deal. They won on the defensive end today right off the jump, and that's what happened.
The JV girls, St. John's and McNamara girls game will happen right after here. If you're in the gym, you'll catch that. A lot of familiar faces on the coaching staffs and families from around the area represented.
Yeah, you just saw a picture of Tim Fudd, Candace Samuels up in Storrs, Connecticut, teammates with his daughter, Azzy. We were talking about that game we called here 7 years ago when it was standing room only, packed house, sold out. Everyone was in their seats an hour and 15 minutes before it started. We were just sitting there waiting. And boy, did they put on a show.
That was great.
It was great. These two historic programs still duking it out. Looks like McNamara's going to have the upper hand today. But as Scrib knows better than anyone, there's a lot of season left.
Heller drives baseline and kicks it back. Inside and on the ground there.
I love watching Sam Elder play as well. She's been all over the floor, hustling everywhere, doing everything she can to gain an advantage for her team.
Senior Cheyenne Harris getting time here in this game. We've had a chance to watch her. She fits the mold of that fast, tough guard as McCoy gets inside and loses control.
This McNamara team has played and beat 6 nationally ranked teams. They have played over 20 nationally ranked players. They have gone through the gauntlet, and it shows.
Harris to Roberson against
What a
baseline.
move.
And that's going to be a
charge.
charge.
It's going to be a charge, and the referee's got it right.
Yeah.
Nice job on defense. Sticking your nose
Mackenzie
in there.
Small.
Nice job, freshman.
Yeah, you can really use McNamara's aggressive, style against them. Certainly, no one knows that better than the St. John's Cadets and Scribner.
Well, every now and then, because today their aggression has been awesome. The
10 on the shot clock.
First time we've gotten to see the freshman point guard Dallas Cook this season.
On Shiva back the other way against Cheyenne Harris.
Good take. Good strong move.
She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls for the Mustangs, number 3, Cheyenne Harris, her first.
I need both these teams. They play so many games, just like so many sports nowadays. It's never, relentless, never ending. They come at you with your showcases and tournaments and
travel over the holidays.
Yeah.
National schedules.
So, you see some of the players, like Princess Moody, we haven't seen her a lot in the second half. There's a they got to manage, the girls here that the 10 players got to play every other day.
Yeah.
Multiple games.
As Nancheva knocks 2 down after a nice move to the bucket. St. John's in passing lanes, point guard. Dallas Green playing
McCoy floats in. She'll draw contact. She'll go to the line.
Her pace and her toughness, she creates. How about she's a tough guard?
Yeah, she's a tough guard.
That's a tough out there when you got to pick her up.
They're missing her on Harewood Road, that's for sure.
Yeah.
15 foul. Down the basket for
3-point play good
Yep.
for McCoy.
Still picking up full court. There's no let up.
Cook dishes. Cheyenne Harris. She'll corral it. McCoy finds Samuels. That's a good player to find. She steps through the lane.
Nice block by Eller. Nice defense.
And they'll get Nair with the foul.
I like the freshman aggressively taking to the hole there.
Absolutely.
Fouls on the Mustangs, number 5, not here, but
You can see her future's bright.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
it's another classic. You know, like all the leagues that we cover here, when freshmen come on into these programs, they come ready to play.
And you don't wear number 1 unless you feel pretty good about yourself. The way she played with confidence, there's no more freshmen in this game.
Nope.
It's just not what it is anymore. The girls' game, St. John's has got 4 freshmen on the roster, no seniors. It's
Dallas Cook.
as Dallas Cook misses the second.
About a 4-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. But Nancheva brings the ball down. Shot clock is off. As Emma is being held there by Cheyenne Harris a little bit. Eller, deep three, good.
Ooh. That's a good
10
looking
seconds
step
to
back
go.
right there.
Cheyenne Harris for 3. Oh, it spins out and her teammates wanted it for her. But that'll do it here. Military Road, home of the Cadets, where the Bishop McNamara Mustangs are victorious, 64-43. We'll be back here maybe sooner, but certainly on the 24th when the St. John's boys will be taking on the Gonzaga boys. Be it a great night again at St. John's College High School. And, of course, keep your eyes and ears open for the details about the WCAC tournament. We appreciate all you guys. Have a great, great weekend. For Kevin Ricca, Vic Maddox, Kyle, Jordan, our whole team here, Dennis Hart, Ashley Gingrich, the whole family. We'll see you soon. Thank you.